up, so we start the fight. The moment that the Winter's Bite hits, Wolf's in a lot of trouble. He dies, didn't trigger his ult early enough. But the question is, how does this gank work when he has a pink and a red ward down? He has perfect vision here, Duke, and he just dies.
And he could have flashed out of the parallel convergence too. He had his flash, didn't actually have to get stunned at all. So that was simply poor play, poor awareness from Duke in the top lane.
Yeah, we all know how that turned out for Bang in the end of the play. It's going to be a second Infernal Drake coming up in about 4 minutes or so. KT going to have to put that one on for themselves, because if they give the second Infernal Drake over to SK Telecom, that's when things can start getting a little bit jinky despite the lead that they've themselves.
More action coming, Blank and Baker.
Still not going to pop that on the hunt.
See the buzzard circling.
Let's talk about Hachani Pop, because that's actually a very interesting conversation. You didn't get to your point.
And that's the thing, is his level up is the big story. Is Fly and Faker tussling on the lane.
You might not get to your point. The Nether Grass is going to come out. Fly works down to about half.
Welcome to Summer's Riven.
Not arriving in time to really make a difference. Gonna walk past that. One pink ward in 5 seconds, so it's all right.
Hachani's a former champion. One point rolls to
My
arrows.
spirit is
Last
not
team
lost.
other than SK Telecom.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
He was very much the 5th member of the team. There was 4 stars and there was Hachani. And look, he didn't look great in 2015.
Flash body slam on the Bang. They pop him back. He has a spell shield, but that's not going to matter at all. Score just sets up another play, and they take out Bang.
Bang not fast enough on the spell shield there. Surprised by Score, and with no summoners. That was all she wrote, and KT will take the turret too. And this is looking like it is going to be a very one-sided game in favor of KT Rolster.
If SKT can snipe out that second Infernal Drake, it could help them inch back in.
They need it.
I mean, Blank is getting a takeaway on the blue buff. He's going to hand that over to Faker. But the tower's getting ready to go down in bot, and that should be that nice little birdie hold, the first brick, as Doa has deemed it, from the bottom lane in favor of KT. Someday now going to get bent. The wings to help the bloodline. He's going to snap back. Flashes away, but the Malefic visions are there.
Choose your own path.
Oh, that was close. A little bit of a steal by Blank with the Prey Seeker. Could have given that one over to Faker, but really wanted to make sure that that kill came through. So SK Telecom, they want to put one on the board, but they're just getting punished. The bottom lane tower goes down. Now
if you get that first three-man, they're going to lose mid lane as well. They're trading down again, SKT.
They are. Looks like they might be able to get the turret in off, but still it's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of KT in that regard. Finally, we're able to
Hachani's always whose mechanics level down, but this season's mechanics are a lot better. His decision in-game has always just be out of intelligence out of game. That's why he was coach of Anarchy a year ago. Let's put everything his performance this season, he's probably the best in the league.
Yeah, well, I think he does have the highest percentage of deaths.
Someone has to die, Monty. Someone has to die. If you're playing the melee,
Johnny still managed to die more than any other player of his team. But it is true. Flashes in to engage. It's like that's just the way he is as a support player. So he does take not so much Hachani face checking that we like to do. It's actually been told.
We've done it a couple times here and there in recent memory.
He's still Hachani. Not as much as he used.
lead, KT again, 2-item power spike on the cog.
My spirit is not lost.
Hurricane so SKT is only late game when Civ is really in the end. Looking a long damn time away.
See this Infernal Drake now spawning. All of KT.
Learn from your mistakes.
They're not going to start.
They want to start it like they just want to make sure that SKT doesn't have position. Like Kog'Maw's got the lane where they want it.
back in the top lane, has that Trinity Force completed, so I'll go for that rather than the Iceborne Gauntlet. Trying to output as much as he can with the 3, but Duke is still going to be pretty healthy with that Spirit Visage and that Corrupted Potion.
Burden for the past.
KT taking a fight without an Aegis sounds really painful to me, guys.
Pretty risky. Duke and someday both. Oh, actually coming in pretty low.
SKT has had the best drink control of the league, hands down. They get 4% of their games, but KT is just really not applying the pressure that they needed to, not getting away from the right place, and giving over 2 Infernal Drakes really does give SKT a way to get back into the game.
Conversely, SKT really prioritized Drake in general, especially the early ones.
Learn from your mistakes.
Service and getting someday a big lead. Someday, as once again has been targeted out by SKT. Doing fine. With comfortable CS to a Maokai, but no actually.
Choose your own path.
In the series 2 days ago, it would have been an Ocean Drake, so you're kind of like, well, sucks, but what can you do? 2 Infernals does give SKT something big in the late game.
Yeah, especially as the items are getting bank completed. It's going to be looking for. Looks like. So he's really going to start something that has to be concerned about. We can see a very US already arrow. That before
Because the combo of Twisted Advance, I think, going into a Nether Grab is something that they can't have for their main source of damage in this game. So a little bit conservative, but he is going to go ahead and pick it up early. And that's what we've seen from KT.
Ahead of a Hurricane, it's a big question of if they had map control for the majority, maybe not around range of Faker much later in the game, and there hasn't been that many flank wars for the Maokai, so it seems a bit too much safety first for my life.
I think that because Drake isn't coming up for another few minutes, one of the ways this game could spiral out of control and you could lose turrets is if Arrow gets picked off. He doesn't. They've got right now, so why not just get the QSS safely and get the Hurricane by the time the next Drake spawns and you're going to have the next team fight.
Delta 2-0 and 3.
Learn from your mistakes.
So it's not like he's starving for gold. He has that coming through from those assists, from those 2 kills that he was able to pick up in the bottom lane. So it's not like he's, zeros across the board, and still investing money into the QSS. So that's going to help him out a little bit. In any other context, I agree with you. It is okay and probably really smart of Arrow to have that.
Open up the map, for now, the top lane turret has gone fairly undamaged from Maokai, and they've given away the Drake. They haven't taken the match. Snowball their lead, and for now, they're kind of just meandering around the mid lane.
Violence to anti-violence.
1 minute in, Baron has been completed now for Arrow. So once that base attack, the 2-item power spike does come through from
It is not lost.
Advance the voice of life, push him away, but Fly still falling pretty low. Shoots and heals himself out. Looks like he will live through that. So more investments coming out of SK Telecom. They can't lock down
Away from Fly. Can't quite convert it. So really does get tanky. You get that Rod of Ages, you get the Rylai's, he becomes a pretty reliable frontliner.
Yeah. And he has to be. Sit up there, use that. Shoving forward in the bottom lane. No more flanks in the area. Spawn out that Grom, but Fertile Drake getting ready to spawn in 2 minutes. 3 in a row. Who would have thought?
I mean, if SKT gets this one, it may just be game over for KT. Like, 3 Infernal Drakes is such an enormous.
But again, Maokai does do good late game team damage, but it's going to be yes, we'll be trying to show.
pick. Infernal Drake as they're not able to take this away. There's that 24%.
He's decided he never wants to take magic damage. He has both of spirit. I mean, if you can zone a hurricane away from a fight, I can tussle with someone out of range of his allies. But then he's doing his job. All he has to do is trivialize
Your
the
team has
and with a
destroyed
build like this,
turret.
he's certainly going to shot.
It's going to be well timed. This dude doesn't have the teleport, so
My spirit is not lost.
fight in any way, shape, or form. So KT will be able to put 8% stats on the board for them. Telecom just going to have that 8% advantage. But Cloud Drake will be our next one coming through. So our fourth and final.
So one 12-minute mark, last 12 minutes, reminder to SK.
There though. I think they were looking for Faker. Right guy sitting there idly by. Secret wall. Last time he's
KT, they don't look very nervous here. They don't look like they're trying to jump the gun or afraid that it's going to go as long as they should.
What
Necessary
conflict
risks
awaits?
to close early. Just waiting back. One objective being picked up. Time.
taking away. He's gonna go low. He's gonna go down. That's gonna be a kill. Pick up for SK Telecom as Blank finds the killing blow.
I know
Johnny
my
going as before. Arrow's still pretty healthy as of Sunday. Really push this fight further.
They did a great job of faking out Wars
Sunday gets a bit of damage down on the Echo from the Baron. Backside sitting on top of that big ward. They will see him. This is still very risky for SKT. Duke is tanky, but he will be able to take the brunt of the damage. The score's going to be looking for the steal. Right to the wall play. He's going to come out and try to zone him off. Objective. They should be able to do it. The Dazzle not going to play. Johnny, but now someday. No, not going to be able to find it. Baron Baker is going to make his life. He's not going to be able to do so. He's going to have to
SK Telecom, they're a very punishing team if you make a mistake. They are decisive. How many times in their history have we seen a play made like this? And Blank does take a bit of a risk. He's the one who exits the Baron, which is very unusual to try and keep score back.
They didn't have another option. He wasn't in range of the Maokai. I guess Score didn't have time to kill the pink or didn't see it. Not clear on that one. Does get the smite. There's always going to be extra kills here. Obviously, well overextended trying to zone early. Worth noting that Duke, nice turnaround on his first round. He does make it only a 2-for-1 for KT as he picks up from take the Baron. Nice load of gold for that. Just 2,000, so still very, very close.
Yeah, having those extra bits of stats
They've
coming
crossed the line.
helping out SK Telecom. As his third item egg opting into the rapid fire. Maybe we would see that. What is that additional attack range?
So while Blade Cog has always been a staple, obviously, extra max health. The reason why we sees 2 magic resist items. Well,
Spirit
I
is
can
not
build
lost.
this because otherwise I'm going to take incidental magic damage from the Maokai and get hurt. That's just physical damage to deal with the magic just stacking. So I don't mind it.
Also, usually we would see a Rage on his build as a third item on Cog, but I do agree it's better.
overextended.
Yeah, Score's coming in here, has the Drunken Rage up. Spot him out, but Body Slam comes through and Baker, he's pretty much just dead. No
Learn
right
from
jump
your
forward from
mistakes.
Johnny. They're just going to get on him.
Team has destroyed a
Flash
turret.
available, as you said. He goes down. He's picked up here for Fly on the Aurelian Soul. His first, actually. But this will, this will open for SK
there's
Telecom
two.
to take.
Choose your own path.
I'm not going to push it too far. They don't have overcommit and get cut off behind someday also. Going up for a little bit of space clear. You know, even though they got the Baron, the needle on the gold lead, it really hasn't moved at all. KT still, they've been keeping it close.
Watching this.
Sword needs its own.
Blue buff going to be hit.
Getting the Baron was so when you talk about initiation, it's Gragas. Gragas is much better when you can poke out the Malzahar and the flash. You can catch the Malzahar. If KT is hiding back around a decade, SKT KT has wonderfully popped out of what they've done ever since.
Ally has been slain.
What we've seen so far is blank.
Oh,
Yeah, he's just going to get
An
shredded down
ally
below
has
half.
been
That's before
slain.
the blade comes through and starts doubling those offense.
Yeah, that's very well done. Yeah, Rex. Okay, well, has the Infinity Edge completed, so he's really off the damage.
Slain an enemy. Shut down.
Tried to back off down the river. Roderick does get it somewhere in there. Drake would have been the most awful thing. Well, I think they might want to put up a fight against them.
SKT used two ults right there, and KT used none, so there's a real possibility KT can wrap back around. Arrow was life-stealing off of the crows.
Dragon's going to go low, will be confirmed by Blank. Now KT, can they make something happen? Fight Arrow low on mana, and he's trying to push up, utilize that Blade of the Rune King, but something is locked up, and he's going to go down, has the Guardian Angel available to try to bring it back up, but Johnny dies. Malzahar is going to come up with a kill on Arrow as he falls. He gets anything with a passive, it doesn't look like it's almost on the barrel of the someday. Should be able to
My
let
spirit
him
is not
exit
lost.
safely with his life. In that fight, also they're able to find a kill on that tank and they lose the bottom lane.
Well, nobody was healing for Arrow. Basically, something and then Fly ended up whittled down
Burdens
by
of the
the
past.
malefic visions.
Really nice engage and a really nice explosive cast. Didn't have the bronze heal after the
Learn
initial
from
start of
your
the fight at
mistakes.
50% health, died incidentally. Nothing visions on the backhand. Been going for some armor penetration as well, so maybe the Rage Blade will have to be stopped over in this game.
Yeah, it might happen. The Executioner's calling is very important in these team
awaits.
fights against the Maokai, who will be using that passive to consistently heal up.
Team has destroyed a turret.
Fighting a Baron and SKT's forced to funnel in. It's hard to occupy Vayne and have Arrow do damage in a fight. They can do one, but doing both is very difficult.
How should I proceed?
Whether or not that effect can get started up, but he's of course not in a position to really go for that after that last fight. Looks like now just going to wave moving up in mid.
The sword knows its owner.
Threatening despair. Starting to work away in the vision.
They avoid staff short of big damage on fly. He's working towards the Leandri's burn for more burn. A lot of people that are bumping into those.
There is no
Really start ticking down.
I mean, meanwhile,
problem.
Ricketts is going to be hitting people for 500 damage in the backline without even fully committing. So, just here, I guess. But Chuck cutting down that tree is so hard for this Cogmore, and that's why he's had to modify the build.
Yeah, Duke.
they've crossed.
Because now Arrow has to kill him twice.
Shut
right,
down.
in these fights. So. Pretty tall order for him. But I mean, if he can get into a position, locked down with the W, it's really so nice to do that without getting snatched up by something like the Unburrow. Nether Grasp is pretty unlikely.
KT really starting to shift this game. It was almost a basket case in the first 10 minutes. Blades out the game. But put that mid and out of bot lane turret. SKT
So
picking up
long
those
I've
two Infernal
wanted.
Drakes. Picking up the game if KT had taken the first two Infernal Drakes, it would have been completely different. Wouldn't have been enough from Duke, but stealing away the Drakes against the run of play and KT not having the initiation to get more than the minimum has stalled it out to a point where SKT could win this game.
My spirit is not
Cross
lost.
court you're playing, so. That didn't drop any more than it already had. Hasn't died since the first 10 minutes of this game. Much better spot.
Violence to end violence.
Really create any pick from that Baron, and that's probably going to be the most important thing that he's accomplished so far. For a second one soon. Or moving forward, we'll get unburrowed on the back. From Wolf, Mike still going really far forward, trying to get on the arrow. He's got time to unburrow. The rest of SBG running the left. Fire off with a blessed face. Really ticking down score on the strongest. Arrow locked down by the defense. Right back as best he gets closer. Not doing enough. Duke is just
Can't do
sticking to him
anything.
like glue. Meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, something trying to find a finger. I don't know if he's going to be able to accomplish that. Actually, might come up with a double kill. The Guardian is still popped. So will come back in time. Finger looks like he might be out of range. Silent going to be this time. Jumps on the bang, but it doesn't matter. He's on the fly. Still running away from Mike. Gets the stun. He's able to outrun this Rexon. Goes to next. That is going to be 3 kills picked up.
All started out with Score getting caught out. He was trying to just be cute behind the Baron pit, but then he had to use his body to get out of the wall. Had already been popped. Playing enough time to get out of the world. Great used by Mike. That means Arrow took a bunch of flash, no more disengage available for the Cogba, and Arrow was clearly a sitting duck.
Cosmic Radiance actually at just the right time as well. The Cogmore popped his W. It looks like an Arrow's finally at a safe distance. That's where Cogmore wants to fight. He's doing no damage, and then KT absorbed between
time in the game, 72,000 to 69,000. The KD has going to pop on the
Burdens.
hunt. Somebody get a kill now. Johnny having to exit over the wall, but it doesn't matter. He's going to fall in the end. 2 more on the board for SK. That's just the end of Dragon's Road for them. And you know what? It didn't look like it was going to happen at the start of that game, but they have just dragged this. Start to them in this best of 5 set.
Yeah, and I wonder what this means really for KT. They had such a big advantage, and they showed a strategy. They tried to get Blank off of his game early. They were up heavily in terms of kills, but they couldn't actually close it out. SK Telecom was the better team when it came to coordination and team fighting.
And then you talk about the SKT draft. The Maokai pick denied the Jin. They pivoted on the Kog'Maw, even though they didn't necessarily protect the Kog'Maw comp. It was Kog'Maw incidentally as an AD carry, and Kog'Maw has the disadvantage as Jin against the Maokai flank. I think it's a good play that a mobile AD carry always been happy with.
In the beginning of the broadcast, you could have give all of these comfort picks over to KT Rolster and then stomp them out with it and potentially tilt the team. If that was the gambit that SKT was trying to run, it paid off for them.
Choose your own
well,
path.
there's lots of games left in this best of 5.
I hope so.
We'll find out.
There, as a result of the SK Telecom the Kog'Maw was absurd
You certainly see that. That was usually a Marin exclusive ban, but maybe it's time to ban it against Duke as well.
I think you
So
ban it. If
long
you're
I've
KT,
wandered.
you need to be able to run the Does something take it? It's his most played champion of all time. He's a really good Maokai player.
My
Another
hands are
option
stained.
on the team for KT, but I think that with the way Arrow has been playing, you need to
Break. When we come back, we'll have game 2 of SK Telecom
My
versus
spirit
KT
is not
Rolster.
lost.